What happens when a reality star casually name drops a Hollywood A-lister, and that A-lister responds with, "I don't remember her"? Because that's exactly what just happened with Ben Affleck, and his calm, carefully chosen words may have caused more damage than a straight-up denial ever could. It all started with what sounded like a harmless explanation, until it suddenly wasn't. During the Season 6 premiere of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Lisa Barlow told her castmates she couldn't join their RV road trip because she had a major work commitment. She described it as a big deal, hinting that her life is far more private and packed than people realize. And then, almost casually, she said it. She claimed she'd be with Ben and Blake. Not coworkers, not acquaintances, just first names, Ben Affleck and Blake Lively, dropped as if they were completely normal parts of her schedule. The moment hung in the air. Cameras lingered. Her castmates went quiet, because in the Housewives universe, name-dropping isn't just a flex, it's a gamble, and Lisa had just bet everything on it. It didn't take long for Bravo fans to start raising eyebrows. Almost immediately after the episode aired, social media lit up with disbelief. Viewers questioned how a Salt Lake City housewife suddenly found herself in the same orbit as Ben Affleck and Blake Lively, and why no one else seemed to know about it. Memes flooded timelines. Comment sections turned ruthless. Some fans accused Lisa of stretching a brief encounter into something bigger, while others flat out called it a clout grab. Even longtime Housewives watchers pointed out the red flags, saying the story just didn't add up. And when her own co-star, Angie Katsanades, publicly expressed doubt, the skepticism turned into a full-blown pile-on. Because once Bravo fans sense a storyline might be shaky, they dig. Then the story crossed out of Bravo territory and straight into Hollywood. Ben Affleck was asked about Lisa Barlow during a January interview, and suddenly everyone leaned in. Instead of laughing it off or shutting it down, he paused and chose his words carefully. He started by saying he didn't want to get anyone in trouble, already setting a cautious tone. Affleck admitted he hadn't been in Utah for nearly a decade and that nothing about the situation looked familiar to him. But what really caught attention was how he framed it. He stressed that he meets a lot of people and says hi to countless faces all the time. And then came the line that made fans gasp. He didn't want to embarrass her. It wasn't a denial shouted from the rooftops. It was a quiet, polite response that somehow landed even harder. That's when viewers started dissecting every word. Ben didn't say Lisa was lying, but he also didn't confirm her story. Instead, he leaned on the ultimate Hollywood defense. I meet a lot of people. To some fans, it sounded gracious, even protective. To others, it felt like the softest form of dismissal possible. The phrasing mattered. The pauses mattered. Even the way he framed not wanting to embarrass her felt like a gentle but unmistakable power move. Online, opinions split fast. Some praised Ben for staying classy and avoiding drama. Others argued that his response quietly humiliated Lisa more than a blunt no ever could. And just when it seemed like the moment would fade away, Lisa decided she wasn't staying silent. Because within hours, Lisa fired back, and this time she brought proof. Instead of giving an interview or clapping back in comments, she went straight to TikTok. The video showed clips from SXSW, red carpets, and film premieres, including The Accountant 2 and Another Simple Favor. The message was clear. She was there. And right over the footage, she added a simple caption, "Ben and Blake." No long explanation, no defensive rant, just visuals meant to speak for themselves. But instead of shutting the conversation down, the post did the opposite. It reignited everything. Because now the question wasn't if Lisa had crossed paths with Ben Affleck, it was what being with someone really means in Hollywood. And that's when the internet turned into a courtroom. Fans began freezing frames, comparing dates, and breaking down SXSW schedules like detectives. One side argued that Lisa never claimed they were friends, just that they were at the same events. The other side said casually name-dropping someone like Ben Affleck implies far more than a quick hello. Timelines were debated, semantics were dragged, and speculation, clearly unverified, took over comment sections, with some suggesting Lisa exaggerated for TV, while others believed the moment was real, but blown out of proportion by editing and backlash. At that point, it wasn't even about facts anymore. It was about perception, and once public opinion starts forming, it's nearly impossible to stop. In the end, this whole saga isn't just about Lisa Barlow or Ben Affleck. It's a window into how fame works today, where reality TV and Hollywood live in completely different worlds, yet collide in moments like this. Name-dropping can boost your status, but it can also backfire spectacularly when the other party stays silent or chooses their words carefully. One A-lister's polite forgetfulness can become a viral event, while a reality star's attempt to prove themselves can spiral into internet chaos. It's a delicate dance, and in this case, everyone watching learned just how fast perception can turn into controversy. So what do you think? Was Ben being classy or subtly dismissive? And did Lisa deserve the backlash, or was she just caught in the messy middle of fame? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story isn't over yet.